What's up, everybody? Welcome to the HXC Warcraft Podcast. I'm your host, Sophist, or, Kyle from Rhode Island, whatever you guys want to call me. I'm here with two of my normal guests. We're down indie again this week, but we brought in a special guest this week. So I hope you guys will give him a warm welcome. First, though, we'll send you to the guy we usually hear to first. Dom, how's it going?
Cricket.
It seems to be gone, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's loud again right now. Did you just hear it? I don't know. I went out cricket hunting today. There's this cricket that's camping outside my window, and I just went there and just stomped all over the ground outside the window. And I saw the cricket jump, and then I tried to get it. I think I may have just barely nicked him because he's been giving out like what I call dying chirps, and it just kind of started up again.
The ghost of the cricket will haunt you forever. You can't do that. It's like 1,000 years bad luck. Oh, man.
Maybe.
All right. Who else? We got Squishy back in the house. How's it going, Squishy?
What's up? Has anyone seen my dingoes? Looking for my dingoes.
Oh, I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Kiggles might have.
It's rough. It's rough. They're my life.
Speaking of Kiggles, don't we have a special guest on the show?
We do. We
It's
do.
Kiggles?
Might be. I think it's Kiggles' favorite friend
You would.
in the whole world.
You would. So, let me ask you, Xizta, how does one go cricket hunting? Is that a thing now?
Yeah, you just go
What?
outside your window and stomp on the ground.
How many did you kill? Let me just ask that. Have you any confirmed bodies?
No, there are no.
No.
bodies.
So no confirmed kills. No confirmed kills. Your KDA ratio with crickets is awful. It's at least 0.
That's all that matters, right, Silver?
That's your KDA ratio, yeah.
It does matter.
Oh,
It's
man.
reflected to DPS.
So
One
what's...
came and kill secured his cricket stuff.
I killed a couple
That's
crickets
bad.
in WoW.
Support Xizta. Oh, man.
Kill secured.
On
So,
crickets?
what's going on with you guys? Anything special? Crew, actually, since you're new, why don't you give everyone here a little info on what you do, what you bring to this table.
Okay, so I primarily play right now Firefall. It's a great free-to-play game. Love it to death. I can't get enough of it. I'm always in there. The biggest thing is that I've actually played WoW for, I think, 6 years now. And I quit last year, actually a year ago, to just kind of got bored of it. It needs jump jets, period. Let's just get some
What are jump jets for those of us who haven't played?
Okay, jump jets are jetpacks on your feet. I mean, I don't
And
really
or
know how
back.
else to say it.
And or back, depending on the class.
It's not like the biggest thing is that there's no cast time. Like when in WoW there's mounts, right? And you have to take 3 seconds to actually, load up or whatever, and then you go. The great thing about jump jets is like you're always mobile. Even when you're fighting, even when you're doing any kind of missions or thumping or anything like that, you're always mobile. You're always
Anytime you're humping? What?
What?
Did you say hump? Yeah, you
Don't
hump
give-
in Firefall?
don't give Kiggles a window. Stop it.
You're humping Kiggles?
Gosh.
Oh, there we go.
In front of the
truth
window?
comes out.
Yes. While you try to kill fucking
Lishan.
Yeah.
There we
Shit's retarded.
go. Yeah. No, it's actually a fun game. I've had a chance to play it a little bit. It's sort of a
yeah.
PvE. There is PvP obviously, but the main portion of the game is like a PvE shooter. There's missions. You go mining basically, which is what you said. Thumping is basically mining for materials. And you seem to be doing a really good job of embracing that community and having streams and teaching everyone on how to play, which is a big reason many of the people that we hang out with have gone into Firefall, because you've been able to break down what is essentially a pretty complicated system in that game, the crafting system, and I feel like the learning curve into that game is pretty steep, so you've done a really good job of kind of explaining to people, and you don't seem to ever let that get old. Like, people come into your chat all the time and ask you tons of questions.
That. I do.
The very first time I met Crew, I was going to say Kiggles, but caught myself. The very first time I met Crew, he was doing a 24-hour stream session, and me just coming off of a 24-hour stream session, I had to appreciate that. So went in there, I watched him, and I
got bombed.
Yeah. Game Breaker TV, we bombed them following After Dark one night. It was great.
It was great. I can't tell you the rush that I got. I was I think I was 20. No, I think I was like 18 hours in, and After Dark just finished, and Gary and everybody from After Dark just came in and just destroyed my stream. And before that, I had like I think 5 viewers max, and I didn't care. I streamed for a year, and I just working at it, whatever, my dream, whatever, just going after it, and I got bombed for Firefall. And the biggest thing about like what I do is I try to like he said, I try to embrace the learning of it. A lot of people get into the game and it's really complex, so a lot of people just toss it away because they don't have the time, or they don't like want to take the time to learn how to play the game. So I do my best to give back to the community whatever I can. So
yeah, that's really cool. All right, so that's Crew. You do have some World of Warcraft experience, like you said. You did play for about 5 years. You just recently gave it up, so we'll have a perspective of someone that hasn't played in a while. Come
by a while, that means he didn't play at all yesterday, right?
Oh, maybe he did play yesterday.
I might have logged into like a level 1 character.
So you
Now,
can't get away from
class
it.
did you used to play? Just out of
my
curiosity.
main character for the main one was my Paladin, and I played Holy, Ret, and Prot. I hardcore rated on the Holy and the Retribution, not so much the Prot. Prot was more for heroic farming, just for the instant Qs like you would imagine. So, and then there's the Druid and the Death Knight.
What race?
Oh man,
Are you about to get? Come on. What race?
Male Blood Elf was it for the long time, and right now, the past right before I quit, I actually tried to salvage what my rating career was, and so I transferred to Alliance to try and get into a good guild and get a good. Yeah, I know. I got everybody. So anyway, yeah, I tried to go Alliance. Didn't work out, so don't do that. And then after that rating group fell apart, I just I walked away from it because I was so fed up with it. So.
Did you do a 360?
And then a high kicks, yeah.
And he came back, and then some high
And then a
kicks.
high kick. Wow.
He did. He was like, I'm done! High kicks! Peace!
This is how we do it.
So we have the Alliance perspective on this podcast.
Whoa.
We do. We had one
Hold
last
on.
week. Sort of. He was mostly
No.
Horde, though. He was only Alliance
6
briefly.
years Horde.
No, he's dead to us. He's Alliance right now.
We're Alliance now. Sorry.
Maybe he'll come
You
back.
betrayed.
So ashamed.
All right.
I've shamed Thrall.
Thrall. Thrall, you were so outdated.
Oh God, Thralls.
You know,
Well,
our war
he doesn't.
leader,
He doesn't want anything to do with
Garrosh.
Garrosh now.
No.
People don't want anything to do with Garrosh, so maybe
Screw
he's not
Garrosh.
outdated.
Exactly. I would rather be for Vol'jin.
Garrosh has not let us down yet. It's coming, but he has not done it yet. You can't hate him yet.
Dude, have you ever been in like the in Pandaria? There's like this there's a scenario, right? And you go into like this cave, and there's these trolls there and stuff like that. And like when we're in there, we're trying to be all civilized with Vol'jin. Is it Vol'jin? I think it's a troll leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vol'jin. I thought so. And we're trying to be all civilized stuff like that. And the Garrosh's guy goes insane and actually is like trying to go bloodthirsty and kill everybody. So Garrosh is pretty shitty already.
Yeah. We went from. Yeah, I don't want to get into
I
that.
like
We went into
Garrosh.
that before, so we'll stay out of that. I think we should get into lore though. Speaking of Garrosh and Thrall and
I love lore.
some
I
stuff
don't know a
like
whole lot about it though.
Josh Allen.
that.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
guest last week loved Josh
Hey,
Allen. You love Josh
as
Allen
well.
too?
I love
I
Josh.
just want to interject here really
Thanks, Bob.
quickly.
yeah.
So if it's to do step 1 of the show notes.
Step 1. I didn't, so we're in trouble. But that's okay.
Yeah. We'll have to just
Yep.
rip it off Twitch. But go
That's
ahead.
fine.
Just
I'll
just
start
one.
it now.
Sorry for the interjection, but that was kind of important.
Sort of. I'll start it now, and if we have issues, we'll have that to back it up. So this week we're moving to Maraudon. I didn't do a ton of Maraudon before,
Maradon?
or Maradon. Yeah, what
I don't know. Okay, throw me off. It's like the level 38, 40
Yeah.
dungeon. Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Yep, it's been around since vanilla. We're still in the vanilla era at this point, so you'll know a little bit about this. You'll have some experience to pull off of.
Yeah, for crew and any of our new followers, what we've been doing is we've been going over the instances of lore, like the lore of instances, rather, the instances of lore. The lore of instances from the very first one, and then we're going to eventually catch up. We're starting at, as if you were leveling currently.
Cool,
That's how we're
okay.
going.
So we're basically leveling our lore up because we had none of us know really anything about these instances
That's
before
awesome.
the
Yeah.
week of when we do our research and we try and figure out what's going on. And a lot of it is pretty cool stories. Some of these early ones are not huge stories, but they set up bigger stories later. Sort of like Maraudon. Why don't you...
Maraudon.
Or Maraudon. I like Maraudon. It's my thing.
Okay.
I like to call it that.
Caribbean.
But a little
Caribbean.
fun fact, Mordon was actually the very first instance that was added into Warcraft through a patch. It was added during patch 1.2. And yeah, second one I believe was Dire Maul, but we'll get to that soon enough.
Yeah, actually,
That's cool.
very
Was there actually any like when they implemented the patch 1.2 for Moradon, was there any like significant reason? Were they going towards something?
I think they were just trying to bridge the gap between instances not having enough
Okay.
at certain levels. So
Yep. All right, so why don't you
Maru-
give us a generic breakdown, crew? I'm kidding.
You have the stage.
I got this.
I'm kidding.
Let's do
Go
it.
ahead, Xizta. Go ahead. Give us a
no,
breakdown.
Crew's got this.
Is
No.
it okay? So breakdown of which one? I know there's like
The whole background
east,
of Mordon. Go.
west. Oh,
As much as you can do.
Go ahead, Xizta.
Let's go.
Go ahead,
Where'd he go? No.
Xizta.
Crew, come back.
All right, Xizta. Go ahead.
He left
Take
us.
it away.
He left us.
Give us a breakdown of the overview of the whole thing. Then we'll hit the bosses like we usually do.
So we have the demigod. Is he a demigod or the god? Cenarius.
The demigod. Yes.
And Therazine. They had offspring, and their kids decided to get together and hook up. Zatar and Theradros.
Yeah, it's a pity that
and,
Indy's not here because she would love this. There's a love story here.
There is a love story here. They got together, they hooked up, they made some sweet, sweet love, and then pumped out a bunch of centaur babies. This is how the centaur race actually started. And then, as thanks for that, the centaurs turned around and killed their father.
Yeah. Check this out. This is that princess. Isn't she's some hot stuff right there?
Oh, yeah.
Babies. Okay, I'm sorry.
Is that Kiggles?
Oh,
Guys, that's Kiggles, I think.
wow. You got some explaining to do later. Yeah. So
That's why Crew's. That's why Crew Kiggles.
yeah. So
Last
basically,
I
they
checked,
had
not a
kids.
centaur.
They're kids of the centaur. The centaur didn't want to be there. They were upset that they were like created, and they killed their dad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Mordon actually axes the tomb for Zatar.
His spirit is trapped in Mordon, and Princess Thedros is she's like the head. Basically, she's grief stricken and wants to keep everything there. And I think would she blame herself for what's it? What the hell's his name?
Zatar?
Zatar. So yeah, she's kind of trying to hold everything there. Aside from that, basically this all just kind of leads up to basically little bits and pieces. The big storyline will be Theradros and Zatar. But so we can start with some of the bosses.
Kiggles.
Some of the bosses are this first one's kind of funny. Tinkerer Gizlock. He was a goblin who wandered into Maraudon to mine the gems, the very valuable gems there. His whole party was killed, I believe, by the centaurs, except for him. And then he went nuts, and now he's still there, and he thinks he's the ruler of Maraudon at this point. So he absolutely went insane, and now thinks he's running the whole place.
Yeah. Seems legit.
I guess that's a pretty good way to deal with it. I'm stuck. No, I'm not stuck here. I rule this place. This is mine.
You're stuck with me.
He's one of two bosses in one of the wings, right?
Yes, he is
Yes.
outer Muradin.
Yeah.
Which, there's two sides to outer. There's the
Purple, I think.
purple and the orange.
Yep.
And
I don't know which color.
I think he's in the purple side.
If I
All I
remember
know is
correctly,
that
yes.
the one he's in has two bosses, and I hated running to that place because it takes like 5 minutes and you get almost no XP.
Yeah, there's really not a lot there. The other guy in there is Lord Viletongue, and he's a satyr who journeyed into Moradon after he heard of the corruption there, and Theradros tried teaching this demon to just like help corrupt more things, and he created Noxian and Razorlash for the princess, which
Yeah.
are the next two bosses.
Yep, the next two bosses. Razorlash, basically a corrupted plant who runs around killing all the non-corrupted plants. And Noxian is the corrupted water elemental who is there actually to keep Princess Ceridon company. That's really what he's supposed to be there for. He's her little
He's
her dog.
He's the embodiment of corruption. That's what Noxian is.
Yep.
So
Yep.
he's just the princess's pet.
Yep. Then you move on to Celebras. This guy's got kind of a backstory. It's pretty cool. He's the demigod Xetas was the brother of Remulos, which is a keeper of the grove. I'm sorry, they weren't demigods. They were Cenarius's kids, Remulos
Right.
and Celebras. I mean Zaytar. Jesus, I can't get any of these together. I can't do it. Remulos and Zaytar. Remulos' offspring, his son Celebras. So he's a keeper of the grove, like the other two. Goes into Moradin to get Zaytar's spirit out, and ends up being overtaken by the corruption in there, and stays there, wandering around, killing people. Yep. Was not ready. He was not prepared.
He was not prepared.
No.
Then you have this giant rock elemental, mountain giant. He's Landslide, and he cultivated all the crystals in Moradon until Princess Theradros.
Phaedrus.
Keep
Princess
saying I want to say
Phaedrus.
Phaedrus because we have somebody in our little clique named Phaedrus. So, Princess Phaedrus. This
AKA Kiggles, apparently.
Princess
Oh my
Phaedrus, right here. This guy.
yeah,
That one.
she basically said, "No, you're my servant now, and you do what I tell you."
Yep. She's like, "You're mine, bastard. You big ass goofy rock elemental." Yep. And then you got the princess herself, the sweet, sweet princess, the lovely Princess Phaedrus.
I'd make such sweet love to her.
Oh,
Yeah, she's the one that gave birth to the centaurs.
Just kidding.
just
Whoa.
a little bit in my
Whoa.
mouth. I'm okay.
Princess
You
Phaedrus.
sure?
She gave birth to all the centaurs.
Do you need a tissue crew?
He's so sad.
Well, actually, see, now when you kill Princess Phaedrus and then you jump down,
Fart all over you? Hold
she
on.
does actually.
Yeah.
Does she like legit just like poop on you the entire time you fight her?
No, she farts really hard and constantly pushes you back.
Pushes
like
you back?
every time.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
So
After-
raid tier, you wouldn't take melee.
Even though she's the last boss, after you kill her, you usually drop down the water, and there's this other boss down there, Rot Grip. He's a giant crocolisk, and Crocolisk was always this. He'd supposedly been there for millennia. He's been there forever, and he was this like legendary crocolisk that nobody really knew if he was alive or not. So Helmut Nessingwary actually issued a challenge to send adventurers in there to defeat him and bring him back, and none of them ever returned. So he's one bad
Nessingwary,
crocolisk.
he's everywhere.
He is. This is actually
Everywhere.
the first we hear of Nessingwary's plights. So
Yep. So did you guys run this at all? Do you remember running this in vanilla, like leveling up? Is this something that you guys did? I remember having to get, there was a key, I believe, to open up a portal, which I remember doing, but
That
it
was-
wasn't that impressive. You had to get a key to open up a portal to enter Moradin, as opposed, if not, you had to run the whole thing.
The whole thing, yeah, okay.
yeah.
I do-
There was a quest, and this like tree. He wasn't like a regular centaur. He was like a tree,
There's a
kind
keep-
of
keeper of
morphed
the grove.
together. Yeah, as a keeper.
Keeper
Exactly.
of the Grove, yes.
Okay, cool. That guy gave you a quest, and then you had to go through some stuff. And once you did it, then you could just teleport into where it actually drops you. Now, when you queue in, it actually drops you right in there,
Yep.
where you jump off the waterfall.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I didn't do it a ton because it was just it was either one, like Squishy was saying, you ran a certain part of it, it was done in 30 seconds, and you didn't really get experience for it, or you ran the other parts and it was just a pain in the ass, or you get lost. Like if someone didn't have
Yeah.
the key, you got
Yeah.
lost. So you were
Not
like,
only
God damn
that,
it.
You would get lost going into the instance, not even
Oh,
once
yeah.
you're in there.
at the
Yes.
same time, though, don't you miss that?
No,
Kinda.
I don't. I do.
I
but
am
no.
like
It
I
brought
am
that
so
sense of
conflicted
exploration there.
because I'm so conflicted because sometimes you want the LFR, you want the looking for group thing, and you want to just drop right into something, but at the same time, like going on an adventure and like finding these things is a part of the game in my opinion. And when they brought in the looking for group stuff, it really took away the community aspect to me from the servers in general.
Yep.
I know from when I first played, I actually made my first guild was with my buddy who I met doing RFC with over and over again. So
Yep.
I think the LFG is good and bad, but I don't know.
I
I
think
think the dungeon tool should be like it originally was in Cataclysm. At the very start of Cataclysm, you couldn't get these dungeons in your queue until you actually went out into the world and found the instances.
yeah,
That's
I like
what
that.
I think it
Or
should.
even completed them.
Yeah.
Yep, you had to complete them. Yeah, I really liked that. That was actually pretty cool. It could be annoying. Actually, I would have liked it more if Vashir was not a zone. Because I hated
This is
going
true.
there.
Which, on the other hand, is why they implemented it, because then you had people that would never go find Vashir because they didn't want it in their
Yeah.
queue.
No, I get it.
So that's how they got around it. So I kind of understand why they ended up doing it, because there is a loophole in that regard, but I kind of wish it was still in place.
But then at the same time, it's like you're just making it too easy. I don't know. It can go back and forth because not wanting to swim to get to a really cool place to see this really cool dungeon that not a whole lot of people get to do is kind of adventurous. I don't know.
No, I like
Yeah.
that. I do like that. I miss that. That would be kind of cool to come back. I don't know.
It's
You
not
know,
gonna come
if you
Another way
anytime
that they
anyone
could solve
says
this is to make the front of the instance a quest hub, kind of like what they did a little bit
Yeah.
with Pandaria here. Almost every
Or
single
bring
one of
back
the
keys.
instances we have quest hubs too.
yeah,
So if they
They
went
did
back
that for
and
every
made the whole
instance.
the entrance to Moradon, for example, where there's all these windy things, if they did a lot of quest hubby kind of stuff there, that would help out in that regard as well.
I think
Yeah.
they started doing that in Cataclysm, where you had to actually go find the. Is that what you're saying? They had to go find the beginning of the entrance. Like you couldn't go into Grim Batol until you
Right. Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
went and found the front of it. Okay, cool. Now see, that's not bad.
That,
Even
that,
though,
that,
like-
that turned out to be an exploit, though, because all people would do would discover Stone Core and then queue random. Was it Stone Core?
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
Yeah, they would find a way into Deep Hold, probably via Warlock. They would only discover Stone Core and then just constantly queue
Yeah.
Stone Core because it was the most XP per hour, and you get the bonus from the random, even though it was a random of 1, which didn't
Yeah.
make sense.
jerks.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's
Learning
why
kit.
now you don't have to explore anymore.
Yeah. My-
so.
And a lot of times too, when it comes down to stuff, people are just like, "Oh, I don't have time." But at some point, you got to say, like, "This is the game." Like, I'm sorry, you don't have time for the game. Like, it seems
That's
weird
true,
that a lot of
exactly.
times people are like,
Exactly.
"Oh, I don't have time to do this," and I understand that people don't always have time to do a lot of things, which is actually most of this game doesn't take. It is a bit of a time sink, but you can do individual things if you want, and it doesn't take that long. So I don't know. I don't always buy that excuse.
The biggest problem I have right now is that everybody sits in Orgrimmar and waits for a queue to pop. Everything, or waits for a raid time.
I waited
Unless you're,
Shrine.
unless you're Xizta and want to go level pets, which is not a whole lot of people.
More than you'd think.
I
just-
waited Shrine, personally, not Orgrimmar.
Yeah, a lot of
So,
people
just
wait in
saying.
Shrine now, but
Oh.
Orgrimmar's still pretty popular. Or Stormwind for you Alliance folk.
Oh, right.
there you go.
True.
Okay,
Let's
don't
wait
listen
Stormwind.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's still like a shrine though, because my
So,
paladin.
wait, as Alliance, do you actually go wait in Orgrimmar for your queues?
Yeah, I actually I can get
That would probably be more
into
fun.
the auction house by going underneath the map with my mount, and yeah, it's really easy, and you can just sit behind the auctioneers and no one can hit you.
Nice.
It'd be pretty. It'd actually probably be more fun.
So that's why. Wow, you got banned.
No, it's easy. I mean, it was easy to do. I don't know if they fixed it or not, but it was fun
Getting
times.
behind
I
them.
loved
Well,
it.
What if the
I
horde
like
knew how to do it? That
breaking
they could come under
things.
there and chase after you.
Well, then I
Then
actually
should've been
on
killed.
my
Then
little
you'd be
side-
screwed because your corpse would be behind there and you couldn't get to it.
Oh no.
dude, what you have the woman at the graveyard, dude. You can just res to, and it's like a 1.5 second cast for your mount. You're golden, dude. There's no more PvP concept there. So there's that because you can just fly away.
Fly away.
Oh,
on
I'm
your
getting
crazy
beaten.
shit.
I'm just gonna fly away. Or
Alright.
they brought back the Hearthstone for the Bubble Hearth for Paladins. So there's that.
Hearthstone, the card game?
Hearthstone.
Oh
Hearthstone?
god.
Someone say Hearthstone?
We'll talk about it
Oh,
later.
God.
We'll talk about that
Well,
later.
that went on a super duper tangent.
It did.
Sorry about that.
Do you guys remember when we were talking about Maraudon? And lore?
Done?
Yes.
Mordon?
Keys. We're talking about keys. The
We did,
the
yeah.
teleport in you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun place, but it was a little out there. Like, Desolus was not exactly a hub of... Like, not a lot of people did that to level. It
There was
wasn't
like
very
the Kodo
busy.
graveyard there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I'd say it was pretty desolate.
hmm
Oh.
Thank you, crew.
On that note,
We
I think
Kurt
we're
just for
done.
sound effects.
I think we're done.
actually
All of
kind of-
Squishy's cheesy puns.
I actually liked how they actually had like a desolate area, like you said, because it gave more than just like they didn't do another barren area. They actually made it look dead. And then when was it Pandaria or was it kind of I think it was
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm when they revamped it?
Yep.
Yeah, when they revamped it and made it all lively and stuff, it was really cool to see that change too. So
By the way,
Yeah.
crew, good pun with another barren area.
Mhm.
Very good.
Very
Yeah.
good. Well done. Also, the cool thing, actually, a cool note about that. Desolus is this dead area. The reason Maraudon has tons of plant life and is like a lush area is because of Zaytar's body is buried there. That's his burial ground. His body is actually promoting the since he was the son of a demigod.
so he's
of a keeper of a
fertilization
grove.
right now.
Basically,
His life
his
essence
spirit
is-
and life essence
That's
is
awesome.
keeping
That's actually
everything
really
alive.
So my question is, in Cataclysm, did it expand? Is that what happened in Cataclysm? Like, did his?
I don't think so.
Like, you don't know. Like,
I don't
know
think
if
it did.
Desolus
No,
is
because
no
he's
longer
trapped there.
desolate.
Yeah, and who really goes to Desolus to level with all these heirlooms
Yeah.
these days?
Desolus
Kinda
is just like this big.
See, that's
grim
another thing.
now.
you got LFG, so you don't really have to do anything.
The heirlooms,
you got
though.
these heirlooms, so you don't have to do anything.
But the heirlooms are a little different. You have to have like a 90 ready to get them. You have to be able to afford
true.
them. And then at that point, you're just like, I just want to level. Like, I want to get something to max level.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
this stuff. If you want to see it,
Yeah,
you still
heirlooms
can.
work well.
You still can. There's
That's
nothing
true.
stopping
I'm
you.
not going to want to spend 25 hours leveling from 1 to 80.
Just
Yeah.
stuck in Desolus.
Just
Yeah. Okay, so away from the lore. I'm sorry. This lore was it was good. Okay, so we're gonna go to what happened on the PTR.
Tinker Gizlock. Does that mean, since we just talked about Tinker Gizlock, there's been this rumor of a Tinker class coming next expansion that Ghostcrawler totally may or may not have debunked on Twitter recently? Segue.
Oh, are you serious? This is like legit?
No, he said that this is not happening. I'm just,
I don't believe him.
just throwing that in there for
Well,
people.
well,
to
then
know.
again-
hold on. They said pandas were happening. So
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
Mm.
tinfoil hat time. Is that what's happening? Is that
I have an Air Force hat.
I don't know. The rumor was going around. Let me just address that real quick. There was a screenshot floating around of people with a 4th class specialization, icons for their 4th class specialization, and then a Tinkerer class with 4 more classes on the side of that. But Ghostcrawler today on Twitter actually mentioned it and said that it was a false screenshot.
okay? How do you make a false screenshot?
I don't know. That's the
Photoshop?
thing.
Very
the artwork,
carefully.
Not to
It's
mention,
it
aren't
looks
they-
very similar to their current art style? So
Okay.
that's the only thing that I.
not to mention, haven't they made issues? Haven't they actually made what is it? Haven't they already messed up releasing stuff like on the website and stuff like that they weren't supposed to, and stuff like social not talking to the technical and stuff like that, and people getting stuff mixed up.
Yeah, they have.
So I mean, you never know. I mean, pandas.
Could be fun.
They shot that like a year
Pandas.
before it dropped. Pandas. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's not going to be pandas," and the entire time Gary's like, Mr. Pandaria for like a full year, just every show.
Check
Remember how
Mumble
sounded?
real quick, Sophus. You pull up
Negative.
that screenshot just so people can see what actually was being addressed here. This
How
was
is-
the 4 classes and the Tinker class, so you guys could see the art style. This was completely unplanned. So
Oh, I got
Oh, that's totally, dude. Come on, that's not a full screenshot. Are you
Bad.
kidding me? Like
Could be.
yeah,
they have the entire row down there is what I'm talking about. Like they even have like like you see clearly you see the class icons up top, and then below that you see all the spell icons, and they didn't make that last line of spells
Well, some of
just
them have been
without
in
the.
game. That
some of
bottom
them
row-
have been in
They
game. Other
all are in game.
Well, no. I know that. What I'm saying is like graphically they wouldn't have put that underneath that.
No,
they
but I
would've
could
made that
see how
line
this.
of those.
I could see how this would be easy to like put together and be
yeah,
like.
they're just icons, really. I mean, I can go through the database and collect all icons and shove a bunch of them in
Yeah.
there and say that
And be
this
like,
is
look,
that,
a
but-
tinker.
I don't know what that the actual class icon is, but like the first one down is the blood on like the
Blood
ooze
boil.
fight Dragon Soul. I'm
Oh.
sure. Plus, I'm sure countless of other fights. I know I've seen the purple one. It kind of looks like Nether Tempest from a mage. I don't think that's right though.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's a
I'm
shaman.
not sure.
And obviously the last one's a firework. So
Okay, so hold on. Let me clarify. This was this done by somebody else? Not
It was
by
just posted. It
community?
was floating around somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
was
exactly
floating
where it
around.
came from.
Yeah.
Ghostcrawler addressed it and said that it was fake. So take
Okay.
it for what you will.
I'd have to have more evidence
Eh.
than that to be like, oh
Yeah,
god, a tinker
yeah.
of class.
Agree.
I 100% agree.
So, since we're on the PTR, Squishy, did you want to tell us a little bit about some of those heroic encounters that happened this past week on the PTR? Just basically, we already been over a lot of the bosses. If you want to just give us a overview of the changes, like what's different between regular and heroic, would be probably enough. We don't need to I don't think we need to spend a ton of time unless you know something that is worth some
no,
extra time.
not really.
I'd like to hear some differences between normal and heroic to see if it's actually heroic.
Heroic.
Yeah.
Well, let me sum up here for you. Heroic has more health.
Okay, that's standard.
More damage.
Standard.
Same number of people, and sometimes there's more ads. Just as a general rule. There
What
you
do
go.
tanks do in heroic?
They probably tank swap on a debuff.
Oh, okay.
Really?
That's
oh
different.
man, look at that.
It's new and
Healers
unheard of.
generally heal people, and damage dealers generally
Damage things.
just
Ooh.
do
They will
damage.
probably swap from ads to boss, depending on the phase of the fight.
But sometimes they have to swap from boss to ads.
oh,
I know that's
well then,
revolutionary, but
So what's different
sometimes
about
they have to go backwards.
what's
How
actually
would
different
we-
about some of these encounters?
Which one would you like me to start with?
Start with Thok. Is that the dinosaur? Let's do the dinosaur.
It is. It is the one where
Wait, hold on. Do you still open the door and then get on the floor and
Then you
everybody
kill the dinosaur.
does the dinosaur?
of course.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So Thok is the exact same fight with more damage and more health.
Okay.
That's literally it. No new mechanics other than one new damage spell, and that's it.
So what does the new damage spell do?
so dumb.
It does damage.
Ooh.
So dumb.
Okay.
Like a universal.
So what about my favorite encounter? Spoils of Pandaria.
They actually revamped normal as well.
Okay.
The Mogu side, they changed the giant Mogu to 4 giant Mogus, who each do different things. The Mantid side, the Mantid side is still much harder, and sometimes when the ads die, what's that fight in Nax where like there's the living side, the dead side, then when you kill the living
Gothic.
side, it goes to the dead side, and
Gothic the Harvester.
yeah, that thing. When you kill ads, sometimes they get teleported to or like when they die, they switch sides, and the other side has to kill them before the energy is granted.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I
It's
like
pretty
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
So back to the Nax days.
Yeah.
Is that the normal version?
That's heroic only.
Okay, heroic only. Oh, I like that. Okay.
What about Paragon? So the like 9,000 ability fight that you need to learn
this is
everything.
The even worse than Garrosh. Fuck you to melee. Why? Okay. Well, as we covered on the Paragon's fight, he gives the calculator guy, Iokuk, I think his name is. He grants each player a debuff, a number, a symbol, or a color, and
all three.
yeah, on heroic, he picks a number, a color, and a symbol. And
Xizta's
if
dead.
you match any one of those three things he picks, you're linked. You link with every single person, and it's just a giant cluster F of beams crossing over each other that cut players in half.
Don't cross the streams.
I
It's
approve of this fight.
It's the Charlotte's Web of the World of Warcraft.
Exactly. It's literally, he casts it, you basically assume that you have one of the three, and you spread out. And it's just a giant web of crossing red lines.
So does that make the boss Wilbur?
He also does the other thing, right? Like he picks a random person, does like 35% of their health.
Yeah,
just
and
randomly,
constantly throughout the phase. So
Okay,
he needs
is
to
there
die.
no way
including the tank.
If it's
Yes.
so he could target the tank with 35% of his health.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's interesting.
It's just that guy is just a giant.
Yeah, when we did this on normal, it was fine. We were like, this isn't actually too bad, a 10-man normal. Like, we were like, we could just let him survive, and we completely forgot about the fact that he just takes out 35% of some random person's health. And then all of a sudden, we'd be like, the tank's at like 30%, and we were like, oh, the tank just died. And we're like, healers, what happened? They're like, I don't know.
No, it's just 35% of current health.
He just died, I don't know.
He just fell over, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't that always their excuse? Well, he just kind of fell over.
I don't know, he ran out of
As
health.
the
I think.
DPS, we don't care about mechanics. It's just the healer's fault. So
It's always
Exactly.
the healer's fault.
What happened, healers? And they're like, whoa.
so speaking of healer's fault, a Mercius, where the healers actually have to heal some mobs. What's different in that heroic expander?
One more thing about Paragons first.
Okay.
There's one more big change. You have to know colors. And you have to know that red and blue make purple, red and yellow make orange, and the last combination of whatever color, blue and
Blue and
yellow
yellow
make
make green.
because
So
what
wait.
about-
So
hold on,
Phil, our guest star from last week, he's colorblind.
I was gonna say exactly what I was gonna say.
He just has to know.
You just what?
you just have to know what color debuff you have. Because when he spawns, he gives you a red, yellow, or blue.
Deadly boss
And
mods.
The boss will either pick green, purple, or orange.
You don't
If
have to know.
your
nothing.
color makes up the color he picks, you have to do something. So
This
you
is-
need to know your primary and secondary colors and go back to kindergarten if you don't.
This is gonna be exactly like the what's the ooze boss in Dragon Soul?
Oh,
Yourself.
God.
Yourself.
Everyone go to purple.
They're gonna-
That's not purple. Why is the raid going that way? I don't understand.
That one's black.
This is gonna be just like that, where there's gonna be an add-on saying like there's gonna be a huge
God.
add-on saying what colors to do and all that stuff.
I
That's
just
exactly what's
remember-
gonna happen,
I
and
just
that's
have these
gonna be standard.
nightmares.
So
I just have nightmares of LFR. Where you're like, everyone kill purple first. Why is everyone going to blue? I don't understand. Blue is that way. What?
Blue and red make purple, Sophist.
Oh, God, no. This
see,
is the
I'd have to
worst.
study that.
Oh.
There was
Yeah,
no way I'd be able to like get it like that.
I'll
I'd have
print
to-
you out a little laminate card with the color chart.
Hold on, I know how
Stick
to
it on your
Google
monitor.
things.
No, this way you stick it on your monitor.
I
so
could
it's there
Google
too.
primary
You're gonna-
colors,
you're gonna
Xizta,
print it and then send it to me through the mail.
in the
Yes.
mail. Send it to him in basic. This is
God.
for you.
Via the horses.
By the way, who am I giving? Who am I giving the address to?
Oh, we'll give you our info after so we
Just
can
email
send you
it to
some
the
sweet
pod.
Don't
stuff.
even. Okay. Wait.
So what else? What else is next? We're just gonna move. We're moving along, guys. We got to do this. We only got so much time.
So
Only so much
Immersius.
time. Immersius.
Immersius. Immersius has a mechanic where the more you hit the boss, the more you stack up a dot in your stuff that scales proportionally to how many stacks you have.
Can I cloak the
It's
dot off?
swap.
You can cloak it.
Okay,
And,
that works.
but basically, the more damage it spawns, the more ads you spawn.
How
And
long?
the ads hurt.
So
a
it's
lot.
the guy with the two swords in Firelands, but with ads.
Not really.
I mean, it's like the crystal stuff.
He's
except
a
for
little
there's no
different. The
crystal.
basics of this fight are a little different. You kill the
Yeah.
boss. He breaks up into a million little blobs. You kill the blobs. The ones you don't kill hit the pool of water in the middle and hurt you a lot. Each one that does. And then he
Okay.
comes back, you kill him again, and you have to kill so many blobs before he's purified of...
And his health is relative to the amount of energy that he has, too. It scales proportion, and the more energy that he has, or the less energy he has, the less DPS sets you have. Is that how it works?
Yeah, the DPS ads start to go down as the fight goes on. It's a weird fight, because at
Me and
the
Squishy were
beginning
talking
of the
about this
fight...
the other night. It's so
This is
difficult
confusing,
to explain.
yeah.
It's really easy concept in your head,
Yeah.
but to actually get it out into words, it's like...
You're like, it's easy, I don't... It's fine, I don't care.
It's
I
easy
don't
once you
know.
understand it.
Why aren't you getting
basically-
this crew? What the?
So
It
he
is.
has- he's got full health. You take all his health down. He submerges. He breaks apart like Vasidius in AQ40.
40.
Because everyone
And
did
he
that.
breaks up into a bunch of ads. You DPS the ads, and then whatever you didn't kill goes back into him, and he reforms. Now he has less health than before, and he keeps doing that until you take all his energy away.
Okay.
We don't need to go over all the... If you want to hear about more of it, you can actually go back a couple
I'm gonna have to go.
episodes.
I don't even raid, but I'm really interested now.
Also, there's someone in this channel that I think does raid guides.
Who?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm actually working on a Mercius right now, which is why we were talking about it earlier.
So maybe in when you're in basic training, you could watch this video for if you ask your TI
Yeah.
really, really nicely. Don't do that.
I'm down.
Don't do that.
I'm so interested now.
Yeah, mechanic then going up. But any boss where DPS have to throttle to like drop a stack feels weird.
Yeah, that's a little odd. It's like counterintuitive.
But,
But
at
anyways,
the same time, like, sorry.
ahead.
At the same time, though, you don't want your DPS to just sit there and beat on things. You want DPS to engage in like the mechanics of the fight. They don't want how tanks, they have tank swaps
Yeah.
and certain stuff like that. And healers, you sometimes you can't heal a certain person so many times or they explode. And a lot of fights are like that. And DPS just kind of beat on stuff. So if they make it to where DPS actually have to look at stuff and not worry about the meters so much, then you're gonna weed out the meter feeders.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Except this fight, the part where you would be attacking the boss, that's what the DPS is supposed to be doing. So it's going to be weird that you have to basically tell
Yeah.
the DPS at some point to stop, don't do damage, and
So your stacks reset. That's just.
it's a little
And
odd.
then some classes can cheese it. It was so. It was
A,
so.
a mage could, a rogue could probably.
Yeah, no, but it was so bugged because like monks, they couldn't generate any stacks with any of their abilities. They just didn't get stacks, and it was
So
just
your monk
all over
tanks
the
aren't
place.
gonna be able to
That's
do
funny.
anything
It was just all
unless
over the
you
place.
can
It
tank
was terrible.
swap.
Anyways, we could spend
Sorry,
a lot
go
of time on this probably. But Narushin, what about Narushin? What happened with him? What's the difference between this dude?
Trying to remember. So first of all, the ads, the big ads, they spawn starting at 80% instead of 50, and then 10% after, and there was just a lot more damage.
So they're more frequent, basically.
Yeah, they also changed the encounter on normal as well. So there's an overall change that whenever the big ads, when you send your DPS down to get purified, and every time they kill that big ad, it summons in the real zone.
Yep.
And then, except now, when you kill or when you damage those big ads in the real zone, it actually shares health with the boss itself.
Okay.
So they're linked.
Hmm.
So that's
That's much better.
kind of interesting.
Yeah, like
So you're
is
actually
the
killing
jump
the
rope still in there,
boss,
the double
which is
dutch
cool.
jump rope.
There's no double dutch jump rope, but there is kind of a circling mechanic that goes around the boss.
The double dutch.
It's very
jump
similar
rope.
to a double dutch jump rope. I get it. Okay.
It's a spiral, for God's sake. It's
It's a
not a
double
jump rope.
It's double
So
dutch jump
it's
rope.
like the big ogre guy in Dead Mines.
Sort of. Yeah. I get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
Weird. He knows what he's talking about. All right.
He does. So,
Iron
Drew, tell
Juggernaut.
us about the changes to the Iron Juggernaut.
Oh God. Okay, so he's iron and he's huge.
It's true. Yep.
Continue.
Take
Take it away.
Take it away,
He's the boss.
Squishy.
There's normal and hard modes. People are gonna wipe a lot. Xizta is probably gonna die.
Oh yeah, that's probably right.
That-
You know,
that's
I
right.
I give you that. Go ahead, Squishy. what do we got
so-
for Iron Juggernaut?
Not much to this one. There's a ricocheting saw blade he just shoots it out, just bounces across everybody and just does some damage. It's really funny to watch because it's like a pinball machine. And there's more mines.
Oh, those things.
And there's still
Love
the
mines.
really annoying knockback that goes off every 10 seconds.
No,
that
wait,
puts you
Sophie's
way out
love
of
that
range.
knockback.
That thing sucked. I was like, oh, I got my back up against this wall. All right, we're good. Knockback. I'm sliding sideways across the wall away from everyone. This is the best. Oh, God. And then the mines?
You can blink the second it goes off to reposition yourself, but
No, I know.
it's still the most annoying mechanic in the world.
Yeah, and then the mines, where you're like, I can eat some every once in a while whenever my greater invisibility's up. So I'd be like, oh, I'll help you with this one. I'd forget to click greater invisibility and just blow myself up. I got it, guys. No big deal. I'm dead. But this mine, no big deal. It's gone.
That's like people on what is, oh my gosh, Fireland's end boss. What's his name?
Ragnaros?
That's like people like,
Yeah.
oh, I have slow fall. I can take this for you. Don't worry about it. And then forgets to apply slow fall and splats.
The funny part
best.
is, as a mage, you have 3 spells that can get you out of that. You could
Yeah,
slow fall, you
exactly.
can blink, or you can ice block. But sometimes your brain just freezes, and you're like, I know I have to push
Yeah.
something. I'm dead. Damn it. Yeah.
I swear, guys, I did it. I don't know.
I did things. I don't know what I did wrong. Anyway, so that's it. Is that all the new heroic bosses that they've unveiled this week? It's kind of a lot, actually.
Just missing Galacras from 10-man heroic testing, but that boss was bugged as crap, and it's also why we didn't do Wing 2 a flex rating this week.
It's because that's the casual part in our name.
Yep.
Is it right there.
We're really...
No,
we took out the hardcore. We just talked about the
Hardcore.
hardcore stuff, and then now we're on the casual where it's like,
Yeah, flex
That's
rating. Yeah, it's. Should we all point
Anyways.
at that?
Eh,
Attempt to?
This is going to make great radio. What are they doing? They're grunting. I don't understand.
Okay. Right. No.
Okay.
There.
we love
No,
you listening.
that's
So-
terrible. I can't do it. All right.
So that's basically the PTR. The PTR is actually where it's at right now. Like, I've had more fun on the PTR than in regular WoW. I have not been in regular WoW much lately. If I was on, it's been the PTR. Firefall. So I haven't been doing a lot of Firefall either. You all know where I've been. You all know where I've been. So aside from PTR stuff, Blizzard has been kind of putting out some other content recently, and I know we all got a chance to watch some of these videos this week. These basically cartoons that have to do with the lore of Pandaria around the Sundering, I believe, and the last emperor of Pandaria. The Burdens of Shao Hao, I think, is the way to say that.
Yeah,
Could be wrong.
it's basically
Probably
the story of
butchered
what
it, but
happened
it's
like
okay.
100,000 years ago during the time of the Sundering when all the continents were together. And
And I enjoyed it. I don't read the books because I don't read for entertainment usually. If I'm reading something, I want it to be informative, and I do other things for entertainment. So this was cool for me. Like, I got to spend, it's like little 4 or 5 minute videos, and it explained a lot about Pandaria in 20 minutes or 25, however long it took me to watch all those. And it's
I don't even know.
kind of cool. I liked it. I'd watch more.
Yeah.
Did you guys like it? Xizta? What about you?
I liked it a lot. My only problem with it is it seems a little too late in Pandaria for it. While I still appreciate them taking
that
the
makes
time
sense.
out for it, this would have been better just before the launch of Pandaria.
Actually, that
Or
would have
even
been
better time
awesome.
spent elsewhere.
That would have been awesome right before the launch of Pandaria, actually.
If this was the prelude to Pandaria, this would have set up like an epic start for us. I mean,
The
our start
question
was
is-
already epic, but
Are they setting up for something with it?
I not
Why would
this.
Seems
why
that
would
way
they
to me.
release it?
It
it
seems
seems
like
that way to me because the whole theme is learning from your past. This is the whole theme of this
Yeah.
thing, and they go through each episode and you take something out of it, something that the Emperor of Pandaria actually learned himself, and he's trying to teach on to his people. Then he finds out at the very end that they are not quite ready, and he shrouds the whole continent in mists to protect it until they are ready. And the reason was the Burning Legion that was coming in for the Sundering to destroy and rip the worlds apart. So this to me is just leaning even more towards solidifying a Burning Legion
Yeah.
expansion that we've already kind of
What?
established that this is heading in
And
that
not
direction.
to mention, isn't Garrosh a full orc? Like from the
He is.
He's like full orc, and so if he's full orc and he, you guys are saying that he, or I think Squishy said that he isn't going to die.
Nope, that's it.
What if What'd you say? Oh,
That's Xizta.
That's him.
Xizta? Okay, Xizta. He's not gonna die. What if Garrosh is like, hey, Burning Legion, what up, playa?
Yeah.
What up?
What up, player?
Was exactly
Illidan, yo, homie, come here. Come here, homie. Illidan. Last time, dude, you were not prepared. We got this. This time, you're gonna be ready.
We're gonna team up and find my bingo.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm
It's gonna
serious,
be
though,
Burning
that's-
Legion. What up, player? That's the expansion.
Squishy, what'd you think of it?
World of Warcraft.
I initially didn't like it. It was just kind of, it didn't go anywhere. Like, it was slow start, but I enjoyed it to the end.
Yeah, it's
Some
a
insight
story
into what-
that's already been said. Like already
I
been
believe
told.
a direct quote from Squishy was, "I don't really like this. Does it get any better? No, it stays about the same." Okay, I'm gonna go watch it.
We're like, what?
I'm gonna fast forward a little
But
bit.
then he went and watched the whole thing, so apparently he did actually enjoy some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even if you don't like it at the start, they're only 5 minutes long. So
Just
you get a
watch
20-minute. Just go watch it while you're eating lunch or something. They're really good.
I thought they were really cool. And like I said, for someone who, if you don't read the books, you may not know what was going on around the Sundering with Pandaria. It explained a lot to me in 25 minutes. Like, I understood. I was like, oh, shit, that's what happened. That's cool.
25 minutes.
Definitely-
I'm gonna like.
Definitely a
I'm gonna
good
have to
read
watch this.
or listen, whatever. And I believe if they get enough following behind this, that this is something that they'd like to pursue in the future to tell further stories. So please just go on there, even if you don't intend to watch it. Just click through the videos, get them viewers up.
We get a link in
Get
chat.
yeah, somebody get a link up. There's a playlist that they actually have on their YouTube page. Just click
Yep.
through them. Make sure they get the hits on this thing, so
That's cool.
they pump out more stuff like this. Because I'd love to see this earlier in the cycle. Like,
Yeah.
I'd love to see a allude to like the new expansion.
Yeah, I'd
rather
like to,
than
like, after
later.
they announce an expansion, right? You get, like, this short comic series leading up to the new expansion. That'd be really cool. Explaining
Yep.
some
And
of
so
this
then,
lore
like-
going up to it. And then you're like, oh, shit,
Yeah.
I'm pumped, ready to go. Let's see what's coming out now.
Well, like you guys said, like it would have been nice to have it in the beginning. So maybe we'll
Yeah.
get something like this in the beginning of the next one, which would be
Really hope that's the case.
even more marketing too. Like for something that if it pumps you guys up that much, like that'd be sick.
yeah.
I think the reason why it's so late, though, is because it's the art team that's doing it.
Yeah.
Like, you could
that makes
have,
sense.
like, the art team is now done. They've obviously completed Siege of Ogavar for the most part.
Mhm.
And then some are probably working on whatever the next expansion is. But
At the
then
same time, though,
the rest
like
of the art team's just sitting around. So they make this.
And if it's big, then it's worth putting resources towards.
but they're not. WoW isn't one to throw stuff out like videos. I don't know. Maybe I haven't been around long, like for a while, but like I could just see it. I could just see them like hinting at things, and like I haven't
Yeah.
actually seen the video myself, and I feel really bad. But like the way that they like present themselves in general is nice cat. That's awesome. I really want a cat or a dog. I don't know.
Way to go!
There we go.
Way to go! You gave crew ADD. At the same time, nice cat. I want a cat. What were we talking about?
Anyway, so I really
this
think
World
they
of
could build
Warcraft?
off of it.
Okay. Aside
go
from that, I mean that's fun. It's a
Silver
cool little
Tabby?
thing. You guys should go watch it. Like I don't know, like just check it out. It's 20 minutes out of your day, and you'll probably like it.
Yeah.
So some of the other stuff that happened this week, we had a Vengeance nerf. That's big. So no more tanks going, oh yeah, Rage Puddle, got it. That's not a thing anymore, I guess. I mean, you're gonna get some diminishing returns on it. Squishy, I don't know if you want to. You actually tank, so maybe you could give us a little bit of insight as to what this might mean for some tanks.
Didn't they raise the threat level to 500%?
Yes. But
So
it's
if
still
you-
not enough, with DPS pulling a 700k burst at the beginning of the fight. Warning, math. I don't have an Apple remote, but I have an iPhone, so I guess that counts.
It's the same.
So they basically
remote.
made ad tanking give almost no vengeance. Is no one else going to grab an Apple remote or something? Am I the only one?
I don't
I don't own an
support
Apple
Apple
remote.
products.
Thank you, crew. All right,
Hey, hold on, look at it. What
They
does it
made they made
Firefall.
Yeah, it does. Good to
they made vengeance pretty much non-existent on ad tanking due to subsequent ads giving 1 over n vengeance, where n is the number of ads. So basically, you get almost no vengeance from ads, meaning tanks die when tanking ads very quickly. And I'm sad. That's it.
So tanks die when taking ads, is what you're saying.
Yep.
That's like the gist of it. Okay, so are we gonna see a need for 3 tanks?
Possibility. Considering how much they're like 1 over n is a really steep curve. If you've ever done math in high school, you know that 1 over n has a very steep slope and then starts going very, very... Thank you, Sophist.
Very, very fast. At the same time, this is PTR?
This is PTR.
Okay.
People have suggested that they switch the curve to 1 over square root n. That's a lot less steep. And I would agree with that because considering how much tanks are fueled by vengeance right now to survive, if
The
you
way
don't
that
have
they've been
vengeance,
built.
then you don't survive.
Because
So-
everything scales off pretty much damage, right?
Is this
Vengeance.
is this them trying to get rid of what I just said earlier though? Like tanks going, oh yeah, extra damage, taking it. Let me get that. Hit me. Sit in
Kind
this
of.
puddle of shit.
At the same time, though, then are they going to have to increase the threat level to like 700%?
They could
Like,
increase their threat level, still
could.
rely on vengeance, and
and
be
it
like,
would,
look, here's
it would reduce the damage. Yeah.
yeah. Like
The
I
only
think
thing I ever
vengeance
learned
is.
from algebra was to stop looking for your ex and not to ask why. She's not coming back.
Go Sophist.
Yeah.
I don't think we can follow up with that.
I just think like
I don't-
they saw vengeance and it seems like a useful mechanic. However, people started to find ways to creative use of game mechanics to just like shoot their like oh look at this, I'm a tank, I'm #1 deeps by like double because I'm sitting in this puddle of crap. This is cool. Heal me more or
the
you're
other-
gonna lose. Like that's
The
not
other
what tanks
change
do.
is avoidable mechanics no longer give vengeance. So that is my excuse for doing bad stuff. Has for the past 2 tiers has been I'm getting more vengeance to my entire guild.
Oh, now
Anytime
you're
they
screwed.
call me out for something, I just say it's vengeance.
Just
Okay.
vengeance. You can
I
still
got another
do it.
question.
Do you know what vengeance is?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. You take damage, you get more attack power.
Right.
Okay, so my question is though, are we gonna be seeing? I don't know. That's so tough because if you go 3 tanks, like I suggested a second ago, then you're not gonna have enough vengeance to keep threat, like you said. But then you're also gonna have 1 less DPS. So would that? I don't know. That's so
Okay.
rough.
So, Dark Animus, a notable fight in this tier. Notable as horrible. There are 3 ads, each that do a significant amount of DPS. Like, let's say hypothetically that each one gives 100k vengeance. So, current tier, all 3 of them together on 1 tank would give you 300k vengeance. In the next patch, it would give you 100k plus 50k plus 33k for just under 200k plus a cat.
Plus a cat.
So around 180k. So you're losing 120. But if you bring 3 tanks to that, you now have 3 tanks each with 100 vengeance instead. Which means that there's really no difference whether you bring 1 tank or 3 tanks.
Except for the health pools.
Exactly. You're healing 1 tank with more damage, or you're healing 3 tanks with less damage. And my God, are you guys distracting?
The question is, are you going to be able to heal? Are you going to be able to heal 1 tank? That's the biggest thing.
That is obviously the main question. But with Vengeance how it is right now, yes, you can. Vengeance is really weird right now. You want to take damage so that you can take more damage later.
I thought blocking doesn't give you vengeance.
It
Like,
does.
blocking and like absorbs and all that stuff.
It does. Everything does.
Okay. So you don't want to take damage.
Oh, God.
Okay, so you're saying.
Are we done with the
what you're
numbers? Are we done?
So
Okay.
you know what? Guys, I just want to let you know. You have 2 days. You have 2 more days. The Swift Wind Steed is 50% off.
Dude, I could talk to you all day about this
True.
question.
Let's talk about this. Let's not
Can you tell
math.
us about the Swift Wind Steed?
Let's do it.
The
Someone.
ugliest
through
mount
what
on
word
the
it is.
marketplace.
Is it the
What?
ugliest mount on the
What?
marketplace? Is it?
I think we should do a vote.
I like it.
I hate it. I think the
Squishy.
Winged Guardian is probably one of their best ever.
Yeah.
I like
So,
Sparkle
I agree.
Pony.
One hate, two. Oh, sorry, two
That's
hate.
the first one I bought. 2 hate, 1 like.
What's Sophus say?
Sparkle
So
Pony.
it's your deal breaker.
Faux life.
Whiskey for life.
I don't buy any of that. I don't enjoy.
No,
if I'm gonna
not
get
at
it,
all.
no, no. I buy the
I
shit
have
out of
liked
skins on League of Legends though, and
So
champions.
because it's free to play.
What about
'cause-
Thumpers in Firefall?
Oh, dude, I already spent like $150 in Firefall. We don't even talk
Let's
about that
not-
right now.
No, please don't.
I've only been playing for a month.
I don't know. It's a cool
So,
sale. If you guys
you
like that
spent more-
stuff, 50%
have you
off is
spent-
pretty awesome. That's what I look for.
Have you spent
is-
more on
it's a great
Firefall? How long have you been playing Firefall?
How long have I been playing?
Yeah.
Since Open Beta Day, which is July 9th.
Okay, so
And I haven't even been playing a month. Well, yeah, I have. I guess
So-
a month was.
okay, a little over a month. All right.
Yeah.
When you first started playing Warcraft in a little over a month, you didn't spend nearly as much money, did you?
No.
So free-to-play games aren't exactly free-to-play, huh?
No, not at all. But they aren't buy to win either, which is really well done. Also, it's kind of a mind F because you're like, oh, it's free to play. But at the same time, like, the way that I look at it is like, I'm supporting the developers for this amazing game that they give to people that can't support them. So, like, we play with some people who don't spend any money. Luke, for example, is like resistant to spend any money on Firefall, and me and Hammercakes actually have spent both $100 a pop each for the packs, and it's that fuels Red 5 to be able to make this free to play game for people who can't do it, and it's an amazing game. I love it. So if my $100 donation, but I still get stuff, so it's like a donation, but I still get stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's
Keeps the
cool. I
game
like that.
live. It's just awesome.
I do
So
like
what
that.
you're trying to tell me is with Blizzard finally releasing a free-to-play game, Hearthstone, I'm going to spend $150 in the first month? Is that what you're telling me?
Depends on how
Probably.
much you like the game, man. Because I can't get enough of Firefall. The reason I spend $100 is because I know that I'm going to be playing Firefall when I get back out of basic training, and I know I'm going to be playing Firefall, and I know Firefall has the like. If you look at Firefall, you see the developers. They're in the community. They are talking. They are changing the game to help people. They have a Firefall live show every Friday. It's like their presence in the community is unparalleled. Like the game's gonna succeed. Like there's not really. Exactly what Squirrel said. I spend no money due to not having any money to spend. Well, Squirrel, people like me and Hammer got you.
They've got that money. Make it brain.
Wow.
Well,
that
it's
tangent,
actually
free
on
to
my
play.
credit card,
Make
which
brain.
is really stacked right
Make it
now.
rain.
But
Which, see, this is really funny because Blizzard actually just announced for the Hearthstone beta that you're going to get for testing their in-game store during the beta, you're going to get a gold foiled legendary card. I don't remember which one it was offhand.
how much is it? That's the thing.
It's
That's
just
the
for
kick.
testing any of their payment methods in the store during the Hearthstone beta.
Okay.
So you'll buy a
you could buy a
pack.
card pack, or you could buy into the arena tournament. The arena?
Yeah, the arena, which is
the whole-
basically
yep.
a draft. If you play those kind of games, like you know what a draft would be.
And this is the only way to get this specific card. I should actually probably pull the card
Yeah.
up. But
100%. Okay, so the thing that I would do is play the game. Obviously, play the game. See if you like the feel of the game. See if you are enjoying the game, and then play it for a week. And then after that, if you think like you like this game and you plan on playing this
I've never
game,
even played this game. I love it.
Love it.
well, then buy it because it's gonna be the amazing thing is like you're a WoW player. You level pets. I know how you are in WoW. So you're gonna want the prestige of having this gold card. You're gonna want to be
If
like.
you have any
yeah,
doubt
bitches,
whether
I was
Xista's
gonna play
ever
that.
going to do that, like you don't know Xizta very well.
Well, I'm
He's
talking-
already bought the pack. He doesn't have the game yet. He's got money on his
know.
desk right now. I guarantee you. Like there's. Yeah.
I'm just saying for anybody at that point, like if you want that prestige or like if you're in, oh my god, oh nice save. You're gonna do that stuff. Like I got today, like I think yesterday they Firefall announced if you buy any kind of red beans, you get this rechargeable glider pad, which has its own like visual effects and stuff like that. You get a helmet and all that stuff. So once this weekly promotion's over, anybody after that didn't get it, me and Hammer both, and whoever else did it, have this bragging rights of being there and having this glider that no one else will ever be able to get again, and it's just awesome. It's like getting the Zolgarub Tiger like you have,
I have that.
and it's like I know you do. I'm jealous.
I got the Raptor
Believe me.
too. I got
I
them
have
both
the
on the same day. This is
That's
like a week before
retarded.
CG went away.
And
Same
that's
day,
retarded.
same character. Wasn't even like on an alter. It was both on my main Xizta.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Uh,
continue.
Yep. Yeah, no, I think that he's right though when you talk about talking the free to play stuff. It's cool and it's not that great at the same time. Like I'm torn. Like
Yeah.
I like the subscription thing. I like the subscription with the ability to give more if you want, like Blizzard's doing. But I also understand the free to play thing. Like I may spend more money on a free to play game, but I don't mind it. If I'm playing a free to play game that long, that's because I really like the game and I really want to support the developers. So I don't mind spending extra money into doing it, like you said.
League of Legends.
When you get
Yeah.
promotions and different things like that, like, all right, take the Hearthstone one for example. You get Geblin Mekator, which is Battle Cry. That's when you first summon him. You summon an awesome invention, so it's probably just like this random pool of cards. You can get this card normally in the packs and stuff like that, but you can only get the gold foiled one
Yep. So they're staying away from the
with
pay to win.
Hearthstone. Like you can only get it in the Hearthstone beta or whatever. So that means there's no other way to get this gold foiled one. It's animated. That's also the big draw to the foils in this game. But my thing that I don't really care for this is when they start adding these to promotions from other things, because I'm already gonna speculate. We're gonna get one for going to BlizzCon. It's gonna be in the pack. Anybody that watches the direct TV stream is probably gonna get one of these because they always do one for every game that they have. You get something for StarCraft. You get portraits in StarCraft. You get banners in Diablo 3. You get a pet for Warcraft. So they're gonna start doing these gold foils for Hearthstone. If following their trend. So if that's the case, that's gonna force people into like that. But then they've been doing stuff like the Paris Invitational Tournament. That stuff isn't typically broadcast over direct TV or something like that. And if they start putting promotions on cards and stuff that you can only get this card for going to Paris, that's going to start pissing me off. That's my only
I agree.
gripe about that.
If it's like you said, you can get that card while like also like playing the game and buying cards, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I agree. If they do make these exclusive
But they're-
overpowered cards,
They're
that's kind of
exclusive in the terms of the gold foiled cards. They're not exclusive in the term of the actual card, the normal bordered
Well, no, what you were
non-animated
saying-
card.
about going to Paris and like getting the card.
Yeah,
Just
but
go
I'm
to
just saying that
Paris.
you can. You'd be able to get the card normally, but I'm saying the gold bordered animated one is exclusive to going to Paris. Just the animated one.
So it's still the card. You're just
You can still get the normal
It
card.
just looks better. And
Yeah.
so
just
it's
pissed
like
off.
having a Raptor mount that moves at 100% speed, but you could get the awesome epic armored Raptor mount that goes 100% speed.
Sort
if you
of,
were to
right.
just-
It would
Yes,
kind of
exactly.
Sort of. It would be like you could get the regular armored awesome one from ZG, or you can get a shiny armored awesome one from ZG that drops at an even rarer.
Yeah,
It's like having a Charizard and then having a
I just
shiny
don't like the
Charizard.
fact that
Yes,
they're
exactly.
opening the door for potential exclusives that it's going to be too overwhelming to be able to keep up, and in some cases impossible. That's my only concern.
That's
Yeah,
difficult.
no, that's kind of. I don't mind. I don't mind as much as you do, but I'm not a completionist like you. Like I enjoy the little things that I get, but I'm not like that. Like I don't need to have every single little thing. But so we go back to Warcraft for a little bit because we're already running over and we
Wait.
haven't even gotten through all the stuff yet. So we're going to Warcraft back to Warcraft. No epic gems, dudes. Are you upset about this at all? Like
I would be if I played.
I am.
Just because I'm a jewel crafter, and that's like, if there's no epic gems, then if the market's already flooded with gems from the break you take from raiding, then you're done, donezo.
That's
Anyone else?
pretty much my exact argument as well. Even though I'm no longer a jewel crafter, I feel it helps boost the economy.
I don't mind.
I don't care.
It means I don't have to replace all my gems on 4
It-
rating tunes. So
Yeah.
Exactly. See, but then that's where jewel crafters aren't going to make any money. They're not going
But
to
do
make
you-
any
not-
kind of. So
But here's the thing. Not every profession makes a ton of money on a lot of stuff. So I don't think you need to rely on a profession to make you money.
That's
You can
true.
rely on other things. I know people that make lots of money doing random. Kiggles, for example, we were talking about him in the beginning. He makes tons of money doing like he just I believe he just plays the market
Plays.
and does things like that. Like he farms some things, sells things when he
You can
knows they're
also
worth
sell
money.
as a jewel crafter.
Xizta
You can
knows
also sell the
cheese.
mounts.
Cheese lives. How much money has Cheese made off of this by just playing the market? He farms leather. If it's not selling, he doesn't sell it. He does other things. If that's selling, he'll sell that. The guy. That's what he does for fun in the game.
Yeah.
Like, some people just do that. Like, and I don't think you need to rely on one thing. So it doesn't bother me that much that there's no epic gems.
Okay.
No, but you are seeing a lot of the other professions getting a lot of cool things to sell that they can make money. The engineers, for
same
example,
time-
are getting the Sky Golem mount. Like, there's
What about Inscription?
huge mount that everybody wants. Inscription's kind of been pushed to the side lately.
At the same time,
Exactly.
though, when Pandaland dropped, jewel
Pandaland!
crafters can make
Pandaland.
they can make 5 jeweled panther mounts that fly.
Yep.
So they did give jewel crafters that. So when
Right.
you talk
They
about
did.
the engineers getting a new mount, that's because they haven't gotten nothing. And so
True.
and I know in Cataclysm they got the Alchemist got the Sandstone Drake. As soon as Mob dropped, jewel crafters got 5 new panther mounts, which was ridiculous. And I don't know about this.
And
new
Xizta,
mount
aren't
for
you an
them.
engineer? Why don't you sell the shit out of that mount?
I am. That's my plan.
Do it. All right. So what else? What else we got going on? Those BOE weapons. You guys want to talk about those? At all?
BOA.
A.
EA.
It's in the game.
BOEA Sports.
BOEA. BOA weapons. By none account. Sorry. Yes. Much more impressive when they're BOA. So those BOA weapons, have they released any new information about them since last week when we talked about them a little bit?
There's pretty interesting fact written on them for what level they go up to.
Ooh. Is that 100?
100?
100.
So is that saying
100.
that maybe the next expansion goes to level 100? Am I putting things together?
No.
I've had a few drinks. I
No.
don't know.
I wish that was. I really hope that that's the case because I enjoyed the expansions more when they went to 10 levels.
I was just talking. Yeah, we were just talking about this a couple days ago. We did. Like
I agree.
the 10 levels were more fun. Like I enjoy the big expansive zones that are in Mr. Pandaria, but it made leveling more fun when you had 10 levels to go through. You felt like you were making progress.
I was
you were
gonna
like,
say, exactly.
oh,
It's the big-
I played all day today and I got 2 levels. That's awesome. You don't do that with Mists.
Nope.
You don't
No,
do that
not
in
at all.
Mists. You're like, oh,
we
damn
had
it, I played all
Burning
day and I got
Crusade.
like halfway there. God damn it.
Yeah,
Burning
right?
Crusade and Wrath that went 10 levels, and then we had Cataclysm and Pandaria that went 5. So maybe it is time to go
And
back to 10.
they actually talked about it before. I think a big issue is that they're trying to cram so much stuff in an area, and they're not like you don't have to like move on. And not to mention the like you guys were saying, like it's like Sophus was saying that when you level half a level through like a full day's work, it feels very slow and tedious, and you're getting upset. But when you hit that 95 mark, you're gonna be like, yeah, 5 more levels, and it's gonna feel so much better
Like
once
I'm
you start
halfway there. I've
dinging
already
and-
done 5. Like
Yeah.
when you hit that 99, and you're like, fuck it, tomorrow I'm logging on and I'm just leveling all day and I'm gonna
just
hit 100.
knocking it out.
But when you're in
Tomorrow.
Mists, you're like 84. I'm gonna play all day and hit that. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna
No.
do that. I want to. I really want to,
84
but
and a half.
I would maybe if I'm really lucky or if I know some sort of clever game use.
Speaking of clever game use,
Ooh.
Mists of Pandaria is the only expansion to leave an clever use of game mechanics in that allows you to grind from 85 to 90 in 5 hours,
Yep, it's the
which I've done on all my tunes.
it's
now.
at that cage, correct, with all
Yes.
those big monkey people.
Why have they left that in
I don't know,
compared to
Squishy,
other
but
expansions?
maybe you're gonna piss off a
Probably
lot
for
of
people that are
people.
lazy.
That's me.
I actually exactly. Well, I'm just
Don't
saying.
hold on. Well, hold on. We'll talk about this next week. I've got like 3 characters that need to go from 85 to 90. We're talking about this next week.
Yeah, we don't want them to nerf it quite yet.
Need a hot fix.
Wait, Blizzard. Wait, Blizzard. Just hold your horses. Let me just make sure that it's a real thing, and then I'll email you personally and let you know.
Do I need to level a character tonight?
Do it. No, don't do
Yeah,
that.
1 to 90 in one day, 24 hours before you go. You
So
can do it.
This is
Maybe we'll just
usually
do like a
the time in the
53-hour
show when
thing,
we take
Xizta.
Twitter questions, right?
Yeah, we can do Twitter questions. Do you guys want to do that?
So instead of some Twitter questions, Sophist and crew, can you guys go ahead and unmute Mumble for me?
Oh, we got some other questions going on.
Yeah, we got some questions.
All right, let's unmute the mumbles here. We can all unmute. Do we have questions?
Oh no!
We have a question?
I hate you guys.
Hold on, we have a question. I think we have a question. Hello? Oh, he's not playing along.
Stole my donkey!
Oh, hi, Kiggles.
Oh, hello.
What's up? What you got for us? I heard we have a question.
Oh shit, I gotta mute.
This sounds like Firefall Live.
A question? Oh, I have questions, yes. No, I have more of a list of
He's got his
that
paper
I would
ready.
like to say, because if you haven't all heard, Crew is leaving us. He's
No
going
way.
to... What are you going to? Oh yeah, that's
Air-
right, basic training.
He is, yes.
Air Force, yeah.
So sad.
Or
Okay,
awesome.
so the first time I ever met Crew is that guy, in air quotes, that is good at everything, so he can suck a D. And he also likes fisting things.
Oh God.
So who is your favorite person you've met among us in the past couple of weeks, Crew?
Oh my god! Put me on the spot.
We all know the answer. You don't have to answer that one. That's okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's this guy.
It is. It's squishy. It's Mr. Squish Face Poop Head.
It's Kiggles.
I heard a rumor you were coming back to WoW. Yes, maybe.
Is he?
It depends on the state of Firefall when I get back.
Speaking of Firefall, if you couldn't play Firefall ever again, what one game would you play?
To be with you guys at the WoW, for sure.
Oh yeah. Mostly Kiggles though. I think that's
Right, it's all me.
Yeah, right? I mean, come
Oh,
on.
and getting on that. So, what I do, my secret to making lots and lots of gold in WoW is I have 590s and they all have full farms, and I just make lots and lots of plants and sell them all. It's not hard. It takes me maybe 1 hour a day. Actually, I think I've gotten it down to a brisk 30 minutes of farming.
Ooh. See?
I'm gonna have to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Actually, I should remember that because I'm poor as fuck.
So, Kiggles,
So-
how much are you gonna miss crew?
Your favorite thing about
Oh, I
Firefall,
forgot he can't hear me.
Mr.
No.
Crew? Because I play it and I actually do really like it, and I hate first-person shooters. And I hate all of you for getting me addicted to that thing.
My probably my favorite thing about Firefall has got to be the jump jets. I feel so not grounded, and I feel so like you can jump up in the air, you can twist and turn. It's just really fluid, and I really enjoy that.
I actually jump jetted to the top of the mountain, and there's an achievement for that, and then I glided all the way down. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, the gliders are great. I think they are a great addition to the game. I'm glad they actually have the rechargeable gliders that you can get, so you can glide more often. I actually have an LGV, which is a light ground vehicle, but I really enjoy gliding because the way it works and the actual physics that they put into the game for it. So it's really fun.
And then things you think they need about Firefall. What do you think it needs?
User interface needs an overhaul.
Yeah, it does.
For starters, the inventory and talking to like a shop or anything like that is all it's subpar at most, at best. The auction house interface is shit in my opinion. There's not enough filtering. There's not enough a whole lot of that stuff. So I think that needs to be fixed. Another thing that needs to be fixed is in my opinion, is you need to be able to queue into Black Water Anomaly by yourself. That's pretty much.
I
So,
can solo Black
Kiggles.
Water Anomaly. I'm that guy. That's so cool.
Kiggles, what are you gonna do now? The crew's going away. This is basically his last day with us.
Isn't that what internet porn is for?
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Okay, now
we will all miss Mr. Crew.
I
I
want
do
to
have to say, Vertical will always be my favorite. I love you, Vertical.
interject right now before we continue on. Can we go full screen onto Crew over here? Crew. I heard a rumor that you can do handstand push-ups.
Hold on, wait. That's a post-show thing.
Yeah.
We're doing that post-show.
No. I need to see that right now.
Well, no, post show because it's on.
I can't.
It's gonna
That's
be on
awful
the-
for radio. Guys, check this out. Hold on, we're watching this.
For
He's
YouTube.
actually doing handstand push-ups. It's the best. We'll get that. We'll get on push-up. I guess what we should say here is that like we wanted to get Kiggles in on here just because like this whole thing like was because you're going to the Air Force, right? Like we wanted to get you on here and like do something with us. I know you used to play WoW. But you've also done like really cool things for the Firefall community. We thought we should, if we had something that we could do for you, we should.
I thought being on the show was amazing. This is like a chance. This is awesome to me. I love this. Just talking back and forth.
Yeah, so like what we wanted to do is just give you like another spot for you to hit whoever you can. If people here are interested in Firefall, they should come look you up. They won't be able to for the next few months. I know you're going to be in Basic. But coming from someone that has been in Basic, it's going to be a breeze. It's not bad. The worst part about it is really the mental crap, and you're bright enough to know that they're really just trying to screw with you. So, and obviously, if you can do handstand push-ups, you're going to be fine. Because I couldn't do that.
I want to know, can you
can
do
do handstand
one-handed handstand push-ups?
The problem with that is not being able to balance on one hand
But
the entire time.
So I guess what this is like a send-off, you're gonna be fine. It was good to have you on the show, and like
Thank you. I totally appreciate it.
It's kind of our way to say thanks for hanging out and doing things. And
God, this is
the heartfelt
Too much.
episode. This is the most
Too
heartfelt
much.
this episode has been. But this is our send-off for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much, guys. You guys have no idea.
If there's anything you want to give out to anyone, like say whatever, this is the time, I guess, and then we'll see you. When
You
you get
guys, this is. I mean, it's ever since the 24-hour live stream, and my life has pretty much changed for the better. My goal is to get into the gaming industry, and you guys have all got like your head wrapped around it and everything, and I love the community. I love the clique that you guys got going on. I love it. I love Kiggles. I know I get shit all the time for that stuff.
Oh God! Cue the wicked music.
Squishy's muted. It's hilarious. I'm serious though. Like Kiggles is great. It's such a great addition. Like without him, it wouldn't the click wouldn't be good. So you know what? Thanks, Kiggles. I'm being real.
No one could eat my dingo.
So I mean, just thank you guys for accepting me. It's
am
been
great.
I am
Probably
great.
the best. It's the best thing I could. The best thing I could experience before going off to Basic.
So I think that's really
Hello, somebody stole my dingo.
see. Yeah, really. That's basically the show. If since it's you're in the spotlight crew, why don't you just tell people where when you get back from all this, you tell everyone where they can find you, what you
Everybody's
do.
gonna forget about Crew by then.
That's true. It's gonna happen. So
Kickles
if
will
you
never
guys-
forget. Never forget.
Never forget.
Just tell people what you do.
He's gonna
what you-
say it. He's gonna come and mumble and just be like, "Don't forget Crew." It's gonna be awesome.
what
Okay,
he
so
does.
if you guys are interested, you can follow me. Here's my Twitch channel. You can follow Twitch if you guys are into that. And if you have Twitter, I'll actually just drop a
Okay.
link.
We got a quote card for your Twitter.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
quote card too.
Boom.
Yeah,
There it is.
that's awesome.
For those of you listening, it is @_KRUE_.
Great. And I mainly stream Firefall, but I really want to help the community, so it's more of come and ask your questions, any questions at all. If you want to see a frame played, if you're curious about the weapons and all that stuff, anything at all, please ask. I love helping the community. I wanna make videos when I get out of basic training and everything, so YouTube channel and all that stuff. So just thank you. I don't know what else to say.
I know you posted your
Keep an eye on him
Twitch
when he
link
gets out
in
of
the
when he
chat.
gets out of basic. We will we'll have him back on the show, and we'll do
I'll
maybe
be so
even do
different,
like a
probably.
Maybe even do like a Firefall special or something, and get him to just basically tell us where he's planning on going. I know, like he said, like guides, how to understand certain things, how to play certain battle frames or whatever he's getting into. I know he's been putting a lot of effort into this, so it's pretty cool to see him get a little bit of recognition, especially from the Game Breaker Nation.
Phenomenal. Are you kidding me? I can't believe it. I actually got into the Firefall community team for Twitch, which was awesome. I know a lot of people are on there that have like below 10 viewers, but it's I don't know. I've been streaming for a year, and I finally got like the game that I have taken as my game, is like who I am and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed it. So I really enjoy sharing it with people and Hammer Cakes and everybody playing as well. It's been a lot of fun. So
I know
your Skype.
I know you linked your Twitch in chat, but for those of them listening, where can they find your link?
It's going to be at _KRUE _.
And your Twitch?
Pronounce it as
And
Twitch.
your Twitch.
And my Twitch. Okay, so Twitch is /KRUE _.
Excellent.
So
Okay. And
Yeah.
as for the rest of us schlumps, you've heard it before, but Squishy, where can people find you at?
At Squishy, as you can see down here.
Yep.
And twitch.tv/squishy, spelled exactly the same.
Yep, and you've got maybe a new guide coming out with Immersius,
Yeah.
so
Definitely
stay tuned.
found the time, so this week.
Cool,
There's
awesome.
probably going to be a couple coming out.
Excellent.
What about you, Xizta? Where can people find you at on the internets? I got it right
Xizta
this
with an
time.
underscore at the end. There is an underscore at
Look,
the end.
I got
there.
it this
That's
time.
great.
That's good.
Yeah, you get me on Twitch and Facebook /Xizta without the underscore, and YouTube, where all these videos are hosted at Dead Xizta.
Sweet. For me, it's at The Real Sophist, Twitch TV /The Real Sophist. Stay tuned this week on this channel. Me and Xizta, starting on Friday into Sunday, 48 hours straight of Worms Clan Wars and Tokyo Jungle. It's going to be an adventure.
Gonna be epic.
I know we're going to have some giveaways. I know we're trying to have some guest people on. We're going to try and do what we can to make it an awesome time for everyone that stops by and sticks with us as long as they can. Just keep an eye on this channel on Twitter. It's also at @the_HXC. We'll give you some updates, but probably Friday at some time we'll give you an update exactly when we're starting. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a sweet time.
And for those of you listening or watching on the YouTubes, it is twitch.tv/HXC Gaming.
Yep. I think that's it for us today. Crew? Wait. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. It's so heartfelt.
Is this the portal one?
No.
This cricket is following me everywhere.
Oh, man. Alright, so that's it. We'll go back to me here. For this guy right here that loves
Someone's
numbers
trying to
and
get in the
math.
door.
For Squishy.
Someone's trying to get in the door.
For Xizta. For Crew. Good luck at basic training. We'll miss you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate
This has
it.
been the HXC podcast. We'll see you next week. And thank you for Lactarded for this music that you're listening to right now. Thank you for the splash screen you're looking at right now. That's it. We're out.
Has anyone seen my dingo? Oh, dang.
So good. I wish you guys could hear the music that's going on right now.
He's trying to say something. I didn't hear what he said.